of Liberal bail, extortion is up 330%. Because of Liberal bail, sexual assaults are up 76%. Because of Liberal bail, violent crime is up 55%. And because of Liberal bail, homicides are up 29%. Because of Liberal bail, Canadians are no longer safe. So Mark Carney, knowing that Canadians were terrified and frustrated by the crime wave his party had caused, pulled a bait and switch in the last election. He promised Liberals would flip-flop on bail, that if re-elected, after 10 years, they would have learned their lesson. And he said, we will act decisively to strengthen the criminal code. Decisively. Here we are, 6 months later, and where is this decisive action to reverse Liberal bail? He said, we will move aggressively to protect victims by making bail laws stricter for violent and organized crime. Well, tell that to the victims of crime. Tell that to the family of Bailey McCourt, who lost her life to someone out on Liberal bail. Then he appointed the single worst Trudeau minister, Sean Fraser, the guy who destroyed our immigration system, the guy who destroyed our housing market, and now his reward is he gets to be the justice minister responsible for the crime laws. It is no wonder that crime and chaos are out of control when Mr. Fraser and then, of course, Gary Ananasangri, a man who has been caught on tape admitting that he's implementing gun laws that won't work, that make no sense, and that will ultimately cost $750 million, all to win votes rather than save lives. These are the Liberals that Mark Carney puts in charge. You know, we're not asking for Mark Carney to be a hero. You know what we're asking him to do? Get out of the way. Get out of the way, Mark Carney. You are the only thing stopping Canadians from having strong bail laws that will keep them safe. And the media has wrongly said that what we need is bail reform. We have bail reform. It's called C-75. We have bail reform. Bail reform by Liberals that allows repeat offenders out of jail again and again and again. What we need to do is scrap Liberal bail. Scrap Liberal bail to keep violent offenders behind bars. Scrap Liberal bail to lock up sex offenders. Scrap Liberal bail to bring safety and tranquility to our streets. And that is why the great RPAN Canada has introduced Bill C-242, the Jail Not Bail Act, to end the Liberal crime wave, undoing all the broken Liberal laws and getting the criminals behind bars. This policy has been endorsed by the Toronto Police Association, various community advocates, Debbie Henderson, the spokesman for the Bailey family, for Bailey McCourt's family. Today, Conservatives will introduce a motion in the House of Commons that would push the rapid adoption of RPAN Canada's Jail Not Bail Act. Again, we don't need the Liberals to do anything. We just need them to get out of the way. If they will abstain on this vote and agree to let this bill pass, we can scrap Liberal bail. They've had 6 months since the last election. Mark Carney promised he would reverse Liberal bail laws, and here we are a half a year later, and those laws are still in place, and they haven't even introduced a bill. What is taking so long? Seriously. While people are dying on our streets, where our citizens are being massacred, while women are being killed by abusive ex-husbands, Mark Carney has spent 6 months spinning in circles, leaving Liberal laws in place. And he is personally responsible for the violence on our streets because it is him that is standing in the way of us fixing the problem. So we ask Liberals to get out of the way and let us scrap Liberal bail.